Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this is a quick message to all the adults in our community. I'm talking about the Medway area, and especially the parents of the children that we teach at our madrasa. So what we want is every adult in our community should be able to read the Arabic language and connect to the Qur'an. Okay, so this is one of our main goals at the moment. We want every single parent of our children and every single adult in the community to be able to read the Qur'an as it's supposed to be read, with the correct tajweed, correct recitation. So this is our goal right now. This is what we want to do. But let's say it's very difficult for me to teach the entire community. Okay, so I can't teach every single person and give everyone, this much time and that much time. And sometimes what happens is we don't want to come to classes because let's say, if I make a mistake, I'm like 20 years old or 30 years old or 40 years old, then what will this person think of me? So sometimes we feel a bit shy to come to classes. Then we hesitate and then we delay it year after year and year after year until a lifetime goes by and I haven't learned how to read Arabic or I've forgotten. Okay, so for those of you guys that maybe learned Arabic before, but you weren't so in touch with the Qur'an, so now you've forgotten or you're making mistakes, you just need some help here and there, or you're a complete beginner, you've never learned Arabic before. Okay, so what we want to do is facilitate for you. We want you to be able to read the Qur'an. So how we're going to do that is, so I have, alhamdulillah, we have a few students who are mature, who are older, 18 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old, etc., etc. Okay, so alhamdulillah, they are very proficient in reciting the Qur'an, in reciting the Qaida at least. They're very good at the Qaida, and they have the ability to now help others as well. So instead of me taking on the task, which is an impossible task, I've got so many other things to do as well. Okay, what we want is these students to now come and help the rest of you guys in the community. It's a friend to another friend. It's not a teacher-student relationship. It's a friend-to-a-friend relationship. And he will guide you and help you with the Qaida until you, inshallah, complete the entire Qaida from the beginning till the end. So these are for those people who, for those of you guys that struggle reading the Arabic correctly with the correct tajweed, or let's say if you can read, but you want to fix your basic tajweed of your stretches, your letter pronunciation, your full mouths, etc. So let's say you know how to read fairly fluently, but your tajweed isn't so good, meaning your correct pronunciation, your maybe your fluency, maybe your so you've got the letter pronunciation, you have, let's say, full mouth and stretches and these things like that. Then even then you can benefit from these, inshallah. So what the idea is, so we've got the Ahsan al-Qawaid playlist on our YouTube channel. So I've taught the entire Qaida, starting from the letters, all the way to the last page. So what you will do in your spare time, you will watch each video. So you'll watch one video and you will practice. So you'll watch one line of the Qaida, pause the video, read the line yourself until it's perfect. Minimum 3 times you have to read it, each line. Once you know that entire page perfectly, what you'll do is you'll contact one of the Qaida tutors and you'll ask him for a 10 to 15 minute slot. Okay, so you'll ask one of the Qaida tutors for a 10 to 15 minute slot. And then the Qaida tutor will just listen to you and he'll correct your mistakes. If he thinks you've learned the lesson very well and you don't have mistakes, then he'll tell you to move on to the next page. But if, let's say, you're struggling or you're making lots of mistakes, he'll correct your mistakes, he'll help you, and then he'll tell you what you need to improve on, and then you will go and relearn that lesson for the next day. Okay, so and then inshallah, like this, with 10 to 15 minute slots, whenever you are free. So there's no commitment, there's no schedule. Whenever you are free, you just message one Qaida tutor that, is anyone able to help me with this lesson? Or can I book a slot with someone with this lesson? And then someone will say, yes, I'm free, I'll help you. If, let's say, he's busy today, someone else will say, you know what, I'm free, I'll help you today. Like this. Okay, so what the idea is, we're going to create a WhatsApp group with those of you that want to learn your Qaida. And in that WhatsApp group will be all the Qaida tutors. And so whenever you want a lesson, you just need to write on the group, is anyone free for a lesson today? Someone will say, okay, I'll give you 15 minutes. So like this, because 15 minutes isn't too much of a person's time. So generally people can give 15 minutes. And since there's no commitment, since there's no schedule, so it's a lot easier. So what we want to do is we want to help as many people as we can to learn the Qaida for free of charge. So everyone, no one has an excuse not to be able to read the Qur'an anymore. There's no excuse of time, there's no excuse of money either. Okay? So over time, inshallah, we'll add more and more people. So those of you guys that become proficient in reading Arabic, then you guys can become Qaida tutors and help other people. Okay, so like this, we can, as a community, every single person in the community can read the Arabic Quran properly. And this will then have an impact on your life, inshallah, and this will have an impact on your children's lives as well. Because when the children see that you are giving importance to the recitation of the Quran, then likewise, the children are a reflection of their parents. The children are a reflection of the parents. So when they see the father, especially, by them, I'm not talking to the mothers right now, I'm going to talk to the fathers. Because especially the fathers, the religion of the house runs through the father. Although the mother, yes, is extremely important. The mother is the first madrasa of the child, there's been studies done upon this as well. I think, is from a Christian background, so they were, studying, why are Christians leaving the religion, and they said the religion runs through the father, because the father is seen as a role model of the house. Okay, so I'm talking to the fathers especially. So it's very important that you are able to recite the Quran and you have a good relationship with the Quran in terms of its recitation, so that inshallah your children and your household will also follow you in this. So jazakumullah khairan. If anyone wants to learn the Qaida, so please do message me. So I'll put my number on the message, and then we can add you to the group and you can start your journey towards learning the Quran, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.